All right. What do we do today in computer science? Talking about decision trees, essentially branches, like if-else branches. Elif. I learned that it's pronounced elif, not elif. Equality operator, inequality operator, Boolean. They print literal true with a capital T or false with a capital F. Little note on a error that comes up when we're in our textbook IDE, because the textbook inputs information to test the code. If you have an extra input that the textbook doesn't account for, then it runs an error, like a timeout error, essentially. Oh, there's something else. There was something else in the code at the beginning of class. Right. So the format specification of :D is basically outputting an integer. So an integer, right? If you try to do a float :D in a F string, it's going to essentially run a value error, I believe, because typically conversion, if you're doing a type conversion in which data is lost, like it is when converting a float to an int, it's going to throw an error. Just Python has that built in to kind of help you out, to throw that warning essentially, so that you can debug it much easier. Yeah, I think that's basically everything. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, indentation error. That's the other thing. That is, if you attempt to if you have a basically decision tree, or like these control structures, the if else, and you indent, and you have multiple statements within the indenting, and they're not flush with each other, it's going to throw an indentation error. That's a syntax error. I believe that's everything. Let's confirm. Paragraph encode is the only thing I forgot. So implicit, if I didn't make that clear, the conversion type conversion that loses data, that's implicit, will often throw an error. If it's explicit, it won't throw an error. Typically, yeah, it won't. And the last thing was paragraph encode. So breaking up, you have blocks of logical code that are separated by one blank line. So that's everything from class. I'll be back later to do some more learning. So talk to you later. Welcome back to computer science. Yesterday we were just doing some projects. I'm going to jump back in, do some more projects today. Tomorrow we'll be back to reading the textbook, so I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we finished up that kind of like cooking, like measurements, conversion program, where we're taking in like how many ingredients we have, how many servings that makes, how many servings we want, then how many ingredients we need, as well as converting that how many we need in cups to how many we need in gallons. And then I started out on this grade assignment, a grade calculator program as well. So good experience just programming little tasks, little tools, little programs. So that's it for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So see you. All right, I know I said that I was gonna call it a day there, but computer science, we're back because I want to front load my 6 hours this week so that I can have a little bit more time this weekend because I've got some plans. So let's do it. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit to recall what I did. All right, guys. So we just finished up this project. It took the whole time and a little bit of time before this session. We made 3 calculators for grades. This one has 4 equally graded programming assignments out of 50. This second calculator has 4 programming assignments, 2 of them worth 50 points, and 2 of them worth 75 points. Is that correct? Did they say equally? 4 equally weighted program assignments, in which assignments 1 and 2 are graded out of 50. Ooh, did I do this right or wrong? Yeah, no, I did it right, because then you find the percentage, or score out of total. So you got percentage, and then you calculate the overall grade by taking all those, the average grade divided by 4 times 100 to get the actual percentage, not just like the decimal. So I believe that's correct. And then this calculator 3 was the most complex one. You've got 3 equally graded exams, all worth 100 points, and 4 equally graded or weighted assignments, but the overall exam grade is 60% of the grade, and the overall assignment grade is 40% of the grade. So we got that. So about 50 lines. There's white space, there's comments, and there's like the triple string line to comment it out, triple quote. But that's a decent project for me, like as far as length of typing programs go. So that's gonna do it for today now. I will talk to you tomorrow. See ya.